dude.
Oh,
Updated power ranking.
Oh, the Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Matt's celebrating a number 2 in a video game,
Look,
I can't even imagine.
I'm not.
Matt, I can't even bring myself to imagine a world where I would celebrate being number 2 in a video game.
Never did.
Makes me sick to think of.
I'm not. I don't like a silver medal.
You got
I'm
one.
just saying.
You got a silver medal right now.
I said morale's low.
Morale's fine. You tried to accuse me of being gloomy about losing to fucking Noah in Mortal Kombat, and I don't care at all.
I mean, it was a good battle.
Yeah, that was a good battle.
Double knockout ending. That was probably
ending.
the most exciting fight on the entire
That was
card.
exciting.
On the entire card, that was probably the most exciting fight.
He jumped the whole fucking time, dude. I'm gonna fuck him up after this. Well, I'm gonna take it out on him in NHL. That's where.
You think I'm taking him in NHL?
Get on the ice, dude.
Not in the arena.
No, not in the little kid game. No. The button smashing game.
It's not button smashing, dude. Buttons. I'm analyzing. I'm watching. That's just that's lightning fast combos.
All right, call it what you want. You weren't fast enough. Lemaire was.
Yeah, Lemaire was definitely testing certain aspects of my game, but
yeah,
I think I haven't figured out. He also, again, he's playing as level boss. It's like being Goro in the original.
Yeah, Lemaire plays as Devora. Lemaire plays as a girl in a video game, which is
perverted.
It is sick. Matt brought up a very good point.
It's not perverted. It's the best move.
It's very sick and perverted.
No, it's the best move. They always
the problem is you get like a strong heterosexual like me. I'm checking the girl out the whole. I can't fight. It's not a fair fight. True. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm a Christian, obviously. I don't want to hit her.
Even if it's a bug lady.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Christian. I'm heterosexual. I don't want to hit her.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't. I always hated. If you play as a chick in a game, it goes against me, dude. It goes against everything in my soul.
True.
Why?
Because it's for girls, dude.
What do you mean?
Like anybody that plays as you probably play as Peach in.
No.
You definitely play as Princess Peach.
Never.
That's why they put.
Guess who I play as?
Who? Link.
Donkey Kong.
That's Donkey Kong.
Every single time, dude.
That's pretty big. That's big.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, man. I think they put the girl characters in there just for girls to play for 5 minutes.
It's like your little sister.
Like, this stinks.
Yeah.
Like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah, although I did have a. Speaking of Mario Kart, I've been watching Sopranos a lot, and I keep trying to identify as Tony.
Yeah.
I keep sliding into more of an AJ character.
Who's AJ?
His pussy fat son. Tries to kill himself and cries all the time.
How do you try to identify as Tony?
I see Tony do cool things, and I want to do those things.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna start getting shirts that come down to here, like t-shirts. I'm gonna get a bracelet and a ring.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Like every time I see his balding head, I'm like, all right, sick.
Perfect.
I can keep that.
Gold chain.
Yes.
Get it. Your wake up pattern's pretty similar. Come down at 10 a.m. It's kind of tired.
In a robe, start talking shit to people. Grub, say who the fuck ate all this. But no, there was an episode that I just watched where AJ was playing football, and then he came back to his house and he was like, "Why don't we play Mario Kart?" And Tony was like, "How old are you? When are you gonna stop playing these games?" I was sitting there yeah. Fat. Yeah, dude, you're 13. It's time to stop playing video games. And then I scurried up the steps.
Just run to the fridge and eat a bunch of cold cuts.
I'm Tony. I'm not him. Yeah. Also, Tony was pretty racist, which was
extremely.
Lemaire, how do you feel about that?
Tony who?
Tony Soprano. In today's climate, when he's saying such.
I didn't watch The Sopranos.
You didn't?
No.
Well, there's a part, his daughter's dating a black nerd, and he's like...
And then he sees a box of Uncle Ben's rice and passes out. I do hate the black nerd.
Yeah, he's kind of a weasel, man. He's a weasel, yeah. Yeah, again, I swear to God, it's... black people give Italians a pass because they're like, well, the mob's cool, so you guys can be racist. That's been my experience. Well, the mob's cool, so...
And Italians have some melanin, as the great Dr. Nick Cannon would say.
True.
Those with the more melanin you have, the more human you are.
True.
Us whites,
Neanderthals,
us very pale pink boys,
Neanderthals, dude.
We're pretty much the closest thing to animals, as Nick Cannon would say.
Yeah, on his new
a podcast.
What's his new podcast?
Fuck if I know. There's a bunch of fists behind him, and he's just like, "Listen, as the great Dr. Farrakhan said." Yeah. Yo, you know what was really interesting? Now that I'm on this fucking race kick.
Yeah.
It was really fun to see the way all the analysts on ESPN handled Deshaun Jackson quoting Hitler versus the way they treated Drew Brees, who was like, "I don't know, I think you should stand during the anthem." It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, how did they play out Deshaun Jackson?
Every analyst was like, "Yo, I talked to Deesh. He was trying to lift people up." So
he was trying to lift
He just
his people.
worded it wrong. He was just trying to lift people up. It's like, dude, he quoted.
It's like, check his bibliography,
he
bro.
Quoted Hitler.
Well, if you don't, I guess you got to quote Hitler right, or he should have been like, guys, I think.
And he actually misquoted Hitler.
What he said?
He attributed a quote to Hitler that wasn't even Hitler.
He
Everybody was
ghostwrote?
using. Yeah, I mean, he literally posted a paragraph that said Hitler said. It just turned out it was wrong. So people were like, it wasn't actually Hitler. That's not true.
Who was he?
I don't know. It was weird.
He thought he was quoting Hitler.
He tried to quote Hitler.
In a good way.
Yeah, he tried to be like, Hitler was right that the Jews are trying to extort America.
Mm-hmm.
But
it
he
wasn't.
posted that online.
Yeah, the quote I've seen the quote itself was about, I think, like one of the prime ministers of Israel saying we're going to like bleed America dry and just toss it to the side when we're done with it or something. And he was like, it's probably Hitler. Hitler said that.
Yeah, that sounds like the big man. Yeah. But it is really fun to go back and watch how they handled Drew Brees being like, I like the flag.
He's like, I like America.
They were like, piece of shit, get him out of the league. It's time to retire. Deshaun Jackson was like, yo, Hitler had some decent points. And they were like, my man's just misunderstood right now. It's like, damn, all right, ESPN.
Well, Nick Cannon has lupus. You know that, right?
What?
Nick Cannon has lupus.
All right,
I actually did a little.
I
did a little research into Nick. Weirdly enough, last week I did research into Nick Cannon. Yeah, he has lupus and he drinks 2 gallons of water a day. So he's doing his podcast on like 2 G's of water, dude. Probably like having to piss every like 5 minutes. He's like, yeah. You got to see the thing about the white man. He's like, let's take a break real quick. Let's take a fucking dude, 2 gallons of water to combat lupus.
He, I believe, I could be wrong. I think during the SNL thing, Wild 'N Out reached out and offered me a spot on Wild 'N Out.
You should have taken it.
So Nick Cannon is kind of the man.
He rules,
like,
dude.
To see me going down in flames.
He might have roasted
like,
you and battled you.
Join Wild 'N Out. I said no.
You should have joined
Even
Wild 'N
in my
Out.
darkest hour, I was like, dude, I can't do Wild 'N Out.
Dude, you would have crushed on Wild 'N Out.
No way.
If you got on there and started rapping, dude, that would have been the best
Fuck
fucking.
me. It'd be so, like, people were like, yo, if you do SNL, you're a sellout. Do you know how big of a sellout I'd be if I did Wild 'N Out?
No such thing, dude. If you do Wild 'N Out.
Have you ever seen Gary Owen on Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, dude, you could have been. You could have.
Like,
You could have been.
he's like a 48-year-old white dude. Anyway, the Nick Cannon stuff, just.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, he's on fire this year.
He's been
He
fired
crushed
up.
Eminem. Basically, Eminem left the battle because there was too much. The Cannon was bringing too much heat.
True.
Then he started a black racist podcast, which power move, sick.
Technically, we are allied with.
Yes.
We are allies of black conservatives.
Big time.
And we agree with almost everything they say.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to the fact that you and me are subhuman. But
I'll give him that.
I know.
I'll fully own my Neanderthal blood, dude.
It is true. Like, when he's saying shit like that, I do have to analyze how I behave.
Yeah, or be like, I am coming from a place of abundance because of the Ice Age 15,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So now
that
cops are
sent us into
racist. Well, dude, Brett Weinstein just had a roundtable discussion with, like, not all, but primarily black conservative intellectuals from like colleges.
They rule.
It was sick, but there was a couple people who were more like left center or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was funny because he had this podcast where it's just him and nothing but like black intellectuals, and he's like, "All right, guys, something weird about this. Let's talk race." It's like, dude, you can't throw like 2 other white people on there to not make it look like completely bizarre. But it was funny, man.
Damn,
he was like,
good for them booking it like a fucking Touré show.
Yeah.
Yes, he had to come out and be like, "What's up, white people? Yeah. I'm just playing, yo." Weinstein was at Warm Daddies.
He was.
He was down at Warm
but
Daddies.
it was like if he built Warm Daddies and then hosted Warm Daddies, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
True.
And then he started talking like, there was one point he was saying something like, like we can't. It was something about like making excuses for people who are. He was basically saying like crime is just from deprivation and it's a normal response. And then he kept alluding to the fact that people were. It's like the real problem here. It's not racial. He's like, there is a racial problem, but the real problem is the fact that there is people who are hoarding opportunity. He was saying rent seekers. So Weinstein was like, there's rent seekers, which I still want to figure out what the fuck that is. I just thought that was like a sneaky way to say Jews. Like, I didn't know what that was.
Rent seekers?
He started saying rent sneakers. I'm like, I guess you can say that. because Weinstein's Jewish. So he started saying, then people started like bringing up stuff like, well, what if you say like, I don't know, it was just funny. They brought
that's
up
that's his globalist.
Black conservatives, their Achilles heel is they kind of all hate Jews a little bit. So like they started going into that territory, and Weinstein was like, no, Jews have been attacked for like thousands of years. It was funny.
Yeah, I saw the Jews got on Deshaun a little bit.
Did they?
Slightly. Mitch Albom, Tuesdays with Maury. Mm-hmm. He wrote one. He wrote a scathing article about
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, basically again being like, "Yo, Jewish people are pretty much black people, guys. Chill.
Come on,
we're all it's us versus the white man. What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
shut up, Mitch."
So he was basically like, "We're allied in this together."
Yeah, he was actually he was a little aggressive about it. He was like, "You want to talk oppression? We've been oppressed since the beginning of time." He's kind of.
Yeah, it's like so were the Hittites and the and the Scythians.
The Macedons. Shout out Macedons.
Yeah, dude, the Macedonians. Yeah, dude. That was funny. I was watching that, and it was just kind of awkward. It was a weird dynamic because he was like, it was just him at the top of like a Zoom Brady Bunch panel, and it was him like Glenn Lowry, go. Thomas Chatterton Williams, go, and they would all do like a round robin and talk. It was pretty funny.
And they all agreed.
No, there's a little bit of friction here and there. Glenn Lowry he's like a bulldog black conservative. He was bullying people. He told one guy he was talking too much. It was so funny. He's like, "You're talking a little bit much, man."
Wow, I gotta get into Glenn Lowry a little.
Glenn Lowry,
take a look at his work.
Big time. He's a big time boss, dude. I put him on my story all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I always post Glenn Lowry shit on Instagram, dude. People are like, all right, dude.
Nice.
How was the weekend?
Oh fuck. Yeah, I was up in the Poconos with my friends, with my boys, dude.
How long did you spend up there?
My boys from home. 2 days. Mm-hmm. Which was 2 days too many.
Really?
Well, the first fucking day I got there at night. So there's 10 dudes in a cabin. Well, not a cabin. It was like a fucking house in the woods.
Someone had coke just by law of averages.
No coke. No coke. There was no cocaine. So that was not many of them do. I don't think really
in a group of 10 adults. There's always in a group of 10 dude pack. I was
hoping there'd be some laying around.
But
there was nothing.
Everyone was hoping someone else would have coke. And then
pot was the big drug. There was no drugs.
That's good.
But the air conditioning broke, and it was raining all day. So the house was like wet from everybody walking in it, and so hot, and just 10 dudes farting. It was the worst. And I didn't have a bed because I got there like last.
Oh.
So I just sleep on a couch. Also, everybody they all have jobs, so they all woke up at 7 a.m.